guys, it is Mary.
And Alma.
And we invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, because today we are reviewing season 2, episode 8. Yes, you guys, we are on a roll. We're almost done with season 2.
A roll. Woo! Join us because we're doing like a whole marathon on the way to September 11th when it starts. When the new season 17 of
comes
Sister
out.
Wives begins.
So the goal is to finish all
11th.
16 seasons, you guys. So please subscribe, like, share, and put down your thoughts about this for us in the comment section.
Yes, and how are you liking this, looking back, how they were.
To see how it is all kind of disintegrating now.
I know, like, how did they come to this point,
Yeah.
I was thinking, though, September 11th, I was like, why are they doing it September 11th? I thought that's like a kind of time for, like, remembering what happened. But I guess they're,
But I think it's still, they're just going to still put it on TV and everything. And I think the news will probably stop their local stuff and,
and do that. And so maybe in the evening, people just want to kind of relax and,
exactly.
not be too sad and stuff like that. But
but I know they would stop if it was football. I remember one time I was trying to watch something and what was it, on Sunday, and I looked and they were like, oh no, it's not on. My friend called me, it's like, no, that show's not on because it's was Super Bowl Sunday. I was oh my god. But anyway, let's get into it, you guys.
So they are still up at their
cabin. Yes.
And they have told the 4 older children
that they have
to move so that their family is not arrested. And also talk to them about the investigation that's going on. They said that the investigation has been completed and the findings have been given to the district attorney. It was funny because well, not funny, but you hear the 4 teenagers that they told their perspective of what's going on. And Logan is like, we have to tie up loose ends. I was like, Logan, what loose ends do you have to tie up? You're not more than 60. So that was funny anyhow.
But I feel bad for
mature.
Very mature.
Yeah, I really like Logan. He's like this young, father to be. He's not a father to be, but one day you can see him being a really good father. Yeah. Like he has a lot of leadership and he kind of, takes care of the kids and stuff like that.
I was worried about Hunter, because Hunter, he seemed really like not okay with this at all. Like he looked really heartbroken.
That's Janelle's other son. Yeah,
and if you look at his eyes, he has like these serious puffballs, like just around his eye. You can tell that boy's stressed. Unfortunately,
and I think also because he's part of the football team.
Yeah,
that's really like when you have your kids. You guys were in swimming.
Yeah,
you
then we became lifeguards later on
and stuff like that. But, you really develop this, like, camaraderie, this, like, family unit, And that's, like, your identity, which is so important to children when they're coming up. And I'm sure he was a good football player to be on a football team. Yeah. And now, like, being taken away from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's like you can't even tell anybody.
It's tough, and they can't tell anyone. So you can't even give your football team a heads up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't even let them know. And if you have
you're running from the police in a sense.
You can't let them know. You have to be quiet about these kinds of things. So that has to be really sad. You can't say goodbye. None of that. That's a huge burden for children, especially teenagers. Yeah. At that stage of their life. So, but they did, they were like, what I really like about this family? They take little things and they make them fun. We saw that in the Halloween, the little pumpkin carving that they did. They went like in this, like kind of like a forest of maize, and they found the pumpkins. Like all of that is just a lot of fun things that you can even think about for your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
To go do. So I really like that. So they were just kind of like sliding. Remember we talked about they needed to use snowmobiles and also just like walk. Yeah. Because they couldn't take any other car up that hill because it was too slippery, and the ice and the snow and all that. Only the SUV could go there. Well, they turned that into like some kind of like snow sled that they were doing.
And Mary was acting crazy.
Oh
Well,
my
not acting
God.
crazy, but she was doing crazy stunts.
It's it's fun to see her like this.
Yeah.
Because when we first
when we
saw
got
her
introduced to her, she
on
just
16
seemed so low.
Yeah.
Like lack of self-confidence, shoulders slumped over,
I know.
and it just seemed like she had just lost herself in this whole
Like
thing,
this
trying to
woman
please
was so
Cody.
full of life. Like she was, and they said she's like this adventurer. I mean, we saw her on the roof of the house, for goodness sake,
Yeah.
putting on the lights. I mean, I'm not even gonna let the men do that. I'm gonna go up there by myself. You see her sliding, like going even further than Cody could, and went up the hill, fell down.
And ran into the house.
And people, Cody was like, "Are you okay?" Everyone was like, "Oh my God, what happened? What happened?" And what was she? She was
And
like,
then she looked at her daughter as she
Come
got
down.
up, and she said, "Look at your mom go." I was like,
"You see me go? You see me go?" It's like, what? So it's really cool to see her and it makes me sad too. Just
Yeah.
how broken a woman can become, where you're not even who you used to be at all. And that was really sad. But
personally, I
it's
felt like
great to see her like this.
Yeah, but it just really gives you perspective into how their relationship was, and then how far it comes to where they hadn't even been intimate in a decade. And I know they were having issues beforehand. Cause I know at some point she was talking to some other guy.
Yeah.
Like for her, because I always feel like Mary looks like Cody with this puppy dog, not puppy dog, but teenage first love.
Yeah.
Like the way she looks at him,
Yeah.
and even in these first beginning seasons, he kind of looked at her that way as well.
Yeah.
And then for her to be this woman who's just hanging on just to hang on because, she's the first wife.
Yeah.
She feels like, oh, I have some privilege or whatever. And he's completely pushing her to the side, and he doesn't even care about the 30 or 40 plus years they've had together.
Yeah. And it's really
just sad.
because, she only has this one child.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't have a whole bunch of children to take up her time and stuff like that. So she really needs that love, that affirmation from him. And for 10 years for you to go, not even have... I mean, you all let us know if any one of you have been going for 10 years without sex, if this is something that's normal. Because 10 years without sex, that's tough. That's hard, I think.
But I think it's really
if
tough.
you have a husband that's in the house with you. I mean, if you're by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I get it. But
you're
have
used
a
to having
spouse,
sex. You've been having
it's almost
sex
like
with
a
this
punishment.
person. It's really a punishment. But I see because later on in the seasons, 16 or whatever, Cody, it seems as if even with his kids, whoever does not do what he says or goes against him, he has this vendetta against them. And next thing you know, it's you're getting punished, which that's what I feel like it is.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see the breakdown between Christine and Cody, but that's the next episode. We don't get into that.
Yeah.
But I just thought that whole thing was very, very sad.
Yeah.
But
it's nice though,
to see,
like I said, to see who she was.
Yeah.
Before the 16th season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was all.
Yes, you guys.
The wives were in the kitchen. They were kind of bantering, and Cody was.
I think
sitting
we talked
in the
about
living room.
season 17. No, episode 7.
He did that again. Cause
he
did that again. So it was just just to reiterate, because I tell you, when we get to, I'm excited watching, because I mean we know what happened in the end. But I'm excited to see, how
they got there. How could this be prevented?
And how were they, so I'm really enjoying seeing how they were, and also getting to know the children.
Yeah.
And their different personalities. So anyhow, I'm like a big, homemaker, kind of like Christine.
Yeah.
Wanting to just be
You
at
did
home,
that for the first few years of our lives,
children.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engage with the children and all that stuff. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying these as much as we are.
And you guys can watch it on Discovery Plus, or you guys can watch it on TLC.
Yes.
Discovery Plus is only $4.99. That app is phenomenal. On top of that, you can see The Family Chantel. You can see I Love a Mama's Boy. All those shows earlier, a day early.
We are doing.
Yeah.
Too.
So it's Mary
and Alma.
And we recommend to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Bye.
Bye.